Hi everyone, so today we are going to be making breakfast. I have already toasted my tostadas that I'm going to make. You hear this crunch? That's perfect. I'm also going to be using some broccoli. I use a tablespoon of butter, around a tablespoon, even less, just a little bit of butter. I'm also going to be using some bacon, which I already made in the air fryer. Look at how nice and crunchy that bacon come up to be. And I'm going to be using 2 eggs. I'm going to be using around 1/8 of a tablespoon of everything bacon. You don't need that much, especially because your bacon already has salt. So I don't know if you can see it correctly, but we're only gonna use 1/8. Here we are, so we drop it. To stir my eggs, I love using these giant chopsticks. These giant chopsticks are like my favorite. I use those to cook almost everything. I literally love these giant chopsticks because I feel like it does better when it comes to like getting my eggs where they need to be. I like to drop my bacon in the end. And the reason why I prefer dropping my bacon in the end is because the bacon, you still want to feel like the crunchiness in it when you're eating it. Look, isn't that coming out so pretty? Oh my god. Let me up the heat a little bit. All right. Now we just let that set for a little bit, and once it's a bit more fuller, then we're gonna come and we're gonna drop our bacon. All right, so now that the consistency is a bit stronger, this is the perfect time to lower your heat again and drop your bacon. Look at that. All right guys, so my bacon is in. You don't want your egg to be super hard. So at this point, you're gonna turn it off because you don't want super hard eggs. That doesn't taste like it should taste. You really don't. Can you taste that? Excellent. And now we have our tostadas over here. We have our beautiful, delicious scrambled eggs. Look at this beauty. Look at that. And that's so pretty. Now we're gonna use a spoon so that we can drop our egg into our bread ever so slightly. So I have my crunchy bread here. There we go. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it correctly. See how pretty? That's the way to start a day. You may be asking yourself, why don't you just make a sandwich? Because I don't want to. These toast came out so perfectly and toasty that I really had to make a toast. Then we have our second one. Look at this. Oh my god, look at that. Isn't that like so gorgeous? And this is the final product. Accompanied with a nice orange juice or a nice cup of roasted coconut coffee, and you are good to go for the day. So taste test. All right, let's see. Okay, obsessed. Delicious.